Hi, and welcome to Mama Time Yoga. My name is Charlotte, and this is my 8-month-old baby Ivor, and we are going to be guiding you through our mommy and baby yoga practice today. So in this class, we will go through some stretches, as well as some strengthening poses, focusing on our core, building up strength in that area, working with our breath, and finding pockets of a little bit of relaxation in the beginning and the end. So this is a great class to do if you have your baby with you and want to involve them in your practice. I know it's not always easy, but it's a great way to get that practice in. As far as age recommendation goes, I do recommend this class for when your baby has a little bit more neck strength and can hold their head up independently a little bit better. So usually around 8 to 12 weeks, depending on your baby. Also, I will be giving you suggestions around things that you can do with your baby to involve them in this practice, but just remember that you know your baby best. So adjust for, whatever you think is going to be best for your baby, for whatever stage they're in, how old they are, what their strength is, and just how they're feeling today, because I'm sure you know that every day with babies is different, isn't it? If you have any other questions about practicing yoga at home with your babies, I've written a whole blog post about it, so I'll link that in the comments below. We will go ahead and get started on a comfortable seat on our mat, and then I've also got a play mat for Ivor to sit on as well. Okay, so just coming down to find a comfortable seated position. If your baby's happy on the ground, you can keep them there. I really like to have him close to me for the start of my practice, which he's quite wiggly now, so it could be interesting. But if you can find a way where you can sit comfortably, have your baby either on you so you can hold them close, or seated next to you, whatever is going to be more comfortable for them and you. If it's possible, let's just take this time to close the eyes down. If you need to keep an eye on your baby and you can't do that, that's perfectly fine. But we're just going to focus on settling into this space. So let's drop into our breath. Wherever you are, take a big inhale in, deep through the nose, filling up the belly, feeling it expand. And a big exhale through the nose, releasing all the air out. Big inhale through the nose. And big exhale through the nose. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. One more, just like that. Big inhale. And big exhale. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop Ivor down so where he can comfortably play, where we can get a little bit of a stretch in to start our class. So just taking a moment to get your baby comfortable. I'm going to give him a toy to keep him entertained for a couple postures. He's really in a playful mood right now, which is great because he's happy. So again, we're just going to sit up tall, and you can be facing your baby so that you can engage with them as we're doing these moves. I'll show you on a diagonal so you can see what I'm doing, but also how I'm interacting with Ivor. So let's just start to get some gentle stretches in. So big inhale, let's reach the arms up once you got your baby settled. And then exhale, drop the right arm over to the side, reach the left arm up and over, side body stretch, keeping the heart open, reaching through those fingertips. And then gently coming all the way back up. From here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms up again. And as you exhale, we're just going to twist towards the left side. So left hand comes behind you, right hand comes to the opposite knee, twisting from the belly as you draw it in, looking towards the side or maybe over the back shoulder. And then slowly unwinding, coming back to center. Adjusting your baby if you need to, talking to them, tickling them, whatever feels good for them. Still saying cross leg, but you're gonna bring one foot in front of the other here. I'm gonna take my left foot in front of the right to start, And then we're gonna forward fold here from the hips. You might be happy sitting here. That might be a little bit of a stretch on your hips. If you would like to go deeper, you can take a big inhale, reach the arms up. And the big exhale, just fold forward over the legs. So we're just getting warm, so not worried about going too far, but this is a great way to chat and entertain your baby as you're practicing. Adjust them as needed. You can make funny faces, whatever works for you and your baby. Take a big breath here. And then slowly come back up. And we'll just take that the opposite way. So I'm gonna switch the cross of my legs. My right foot is gonna be on top this time. We'll take a big inhale, arms reach up. Big exhale, left hand drops down this time. Right arm reaches up and over. Big side body stretch, keeping the shoulders stacked, the heart open, reaching through those fingertips. You have a lot to say today. And then slowly coming back up. Let's take a big inhale again. Exhale, twisting over to that opposite side. Right arm goes behind, left hand goes to the knee. And then finding where you'd like to have your gaze as you draw the belly in and twist a little bit deeper. Slowly unwinding back to center. Taking one foot in front of the other. This time it's my left foot. And either staying here upright in a seated position or folding forward. Big inhale, arms reach up. Big exhale, folding down, saying hi to your baby. Very chatty today. Big breath here. Exhale. And slowly coming out of it. Again, you can play with your baby, keep retained as we transition, and we're just gonna move on to all fours from here. They're coming to hands and knees, another great way to say hi to your baby. Hands come under shoulders, knees come under hips, pressing out of the hands, fingers spread nice and wide. Let's move through a couple cat-cows to open up through the back and shoulders. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, open up through the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, round through the back body. Two more, just like that. Big inhale. Big exhale. And one more. Big inhale. And big exhale. Coming back to that neutral spine. I'm going to walk back just a little bit to give myself a little bit more room so I don't get kicked as well by these little legs. And we're going to move into puppy pose here to really open up through the chest and the upper body here. So the hips are going to stay right over the knees, and we're just going to walk the hands forward as we release the forehead down to the ground. And just surrendering, allowing the front of the body to open, finding a few breaths here. Let's take one more breath. And then slowly walking the hands back in, coming to all fours. And then this is another great moment just to check in with your baby. Hey, Bubba. Hey, give them a smile, say hello. And we're just gonna prepare to do a little bit of core work here. So setting up on all fours again. Really drawing the belly in, and we're just gonna connect our breath with our abdominals and our pelvic floor. So as you inhale, go ahead, soften the belly, soften the pelvic floor, releasing all those muscles. And as you exhale, you wanna draw the core in, drawing those abdominals towards the belly button and drawing the pelvic floor muscles up towards you. So feeling everything contract inwards to work together. Practice a few more times. It can take a little bit to get the hang of it. So inhale, let everything soften and release. Exhale, feeling all those muscles draw in towards each other. Belly comes in, pelvic floor muscles draw up and towards the abdominals. So feeling like your sit bones are coming together and up. And then inhale, soften. Exhale, engage, feeling everything draw in and together. Let's do 2 more just like that. Inhale, soften. Exhale, drawing those muscles in to contract. 1 more time. Inhale to soften. Last time, big exhale, feeling everything draw in and contract. And then release back to a neutral spine. So now as we're moving through our core work, keeping that, that breath work in mind for when you're using those muscles to help support you. So we're gonna move through a couple bird dogs here. So as you inhale, go ahead and reach the left leg back and the right arm forward. Big inhale. And then as you exhale, contract the elbow towards the knee. And we'll do that 2 more times. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, drawing it all in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, drawing it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and do that on the other side. Inhale. Left hand reaches, right leg reaches. Taking a moment to find your stability here. Exhale, knee to elbow, drawing it back in. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. 1 more time, big reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. And last time, reaching. And exhale, release. And from here, we're just gonna move into our first down dog. Taking the hands slightly in front of the shoulders, go ahead and tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Really reaching the sit bones towards the sky, pressing through the arms, relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. Keeping a gentle bend in those knees. Maybe looking up towards your baby. Hello. Loud guy. Apologies for the loud toy. Gotta find what keeps them happy though. Just take a breath here. Then from here, we're just gonna roll through to a couple planks to down dog. So option, we'll inhale coming forward. And then you can either stay in a high plank, belly draws in, or you can drop to the knees. Both are perfectly fine. And when you're ready, we'll exhale, take the hips up and back. Inhale, coming to plank, belly draws in, nice and strong. Exhale, release back to down dog. Let's take 1 more time, just like that. Inhale to plank. Exhale, back to down dog. Did you lose your toy? And then looking up at the top of the mat, we'll slowly walk the feet forward into a forward fold. Hello, Baba. I'm gonna say hi to your baby, give them a little cuddle. Hopefully not get whacked with anything if they're moving around. Just really letting the body release over the legs. Let's take a big inhale to a flat back, hands to shins, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, fold over those legs. Beautiful. And from here, we're just going to drop down to kneeling. I'm going to start to involve our baby a little bit. So I'm going to pick Ivor up. Come on, Bubba. From this kneeling position. And then once you've got a good hold on your baby, come onto the knees and step up on one leg and then the other. That's the best way to move with your baby. So you can take them up like this. You can bounce them, whatever they need to be happy. I'm sure you know that best for your baby. Coming to the top of the mat, we're just gonna stand tall at the top of the mat and lift them up 3 times. So for Ivor, I'm gonna take my hands under his shoulders. If you've got a baby who still needs a little bit of support on the neck, you can take them in this hold where you've got the hand behind and just bounce them a little bit instead of lifting them all the way up. Again, adjusting for you and your baby. If you are moving your baby all the way up, you can take them up, go 1 and 2 and 3. My little guy loves that. And then we'll get them involved in just a couple standing poses. I don't want to challenge our balance while we're holding on to our babies. So finding where you're comfortable. I've got him on my hip here, and I'll show you from the front, but I'm just gonna step back into a little bit of a lunge, just stepping straight back. I know that I'm nice and sturdy here, knees soft, belly drawn in, and just taking a moment here, staying nice and strong in that lunge, really stable, but feeling that nice stretch through the hip flexor of the leg that's reaching back. Taking 1 breath here. And then stepping back up, we're just gonna change that to the other side, maybe shaking it out a little bit, maybe taking your baby to the other side. I don't know about you, but it always feels funny carrying my baby on my opposite hip from what I'm used to. And then stepping that opposite leg straight back into that lunge. Taking a couple bounces here, but just making sure you're nice and supported, feeling that stretch, taking a breath. And when you're ready, stepping back up to the top of the mat. We'll take 3 big raises with our baby again, however feels good for them. This is great arm strength too if you've got a heavy baby like mine. So let's count with them again. Ready? Top of your mat, feet under the hips, nice and stable. We'll go 1, 2, and 3. He's got a big smile. And then we'll make our way back down onto our mat the same way that we got there. So making sure we've got our baby nice and supported in our arms, and we'll just drop down from one knee and then to the other. And then I'm just gonna place him down so we can get ready for our next pose without trying to carry him and balance him at the same time. So place your baby down so they're secure. So I'll give you a few different options with this one. So option 1, I'll show you with Ivor. Hopefully he likes this. You never know, depending on what mood they're in. We're gonna do what's called boat rocks with our baby. So this is definitely recommended only for babies that are really comfortable and strong holding their neck up. So a little bit older, so they've got really strong necks. Or I'll give you another option if you're not comfortable with this move or you don't think your baby is quite ready. So the boat rocks look like this. So you're bringing your knees together, your toes together, and then you're sitting your baby on your legs, on their belly, and you're rocking back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. He seems to like that. So that is one option. The other option, if you're just not sure about that, if your baby is sitting or if they're lying, you can just rock them back and forth, either with their hands. Ready, rock, rock, rock. You can even do it all the way if they're laying down. He doesn't want to lay down right now, but then you can pull them all the way back up and just do it really gently like that. Of course, making sure there's something soft behind them. So we'll just do 5 of whatever you're going to do, either rocking your baby gently or doing the rock and rolls with them on your knees. So finding where you'd like to be with that. Again, not trying anything that you don't feel comfortable with. We want to keep the safety of ourselves and our babies first. So when you are ready, we'll go ahead and we'll do 5 of our rocks, whichever you like. Ready? And we'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Was that fun? You can sing to your baby while you do this as well. If you're practicing on your own, whatever makes it fun for them. And then they'll be happier to do it and let you have your practice as well. So from here, I'm just gonna pop him down again, get him nice and settled with a toy, and we'll just finish up with a little bit of core work and a stretch. Yeah, just making sure he's nice and stable there. There you go. So from here, we're just gonna find our way onto our backs, lying down comfortably, and we're gonna move through some more core work here. So again, keeping that engagement in mind with our breath that we worked on. Just gonna lift the feet up with the knees bent so the knees are over the hips. We're just gonna move through a couple toe taps. These are Pilates moves. So belly's drawn in, the low back is pressing into the mat so we're not arching our spine. And we're just gonna tap the toes. So tapping one foot down, bringing it back up, tapping the other foot, bringing it back up. So inhale, foot comes down, exhale, back up. Inhale down, exhale up. Going a few more rounds. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, he's trying to grab my feet, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway there, 11, drawing the belly in, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. When you're ready, draw those knees back in. Take it side to side, massaging the low back. And we're just gonna take the arms out to the side, goal post, take the knees over to one side, really reaching that opposite elbow to the side so you get a little bit of a stretch through the chest, maybe looking over towards that opposite arm, just finding a breath here. We won't be here long. And then when you're ready, coming back to center, taking the legs over to the opposite side as you exhale, reaching that opposite arm out to the side, maybe looking over that way if that feels good. Big breath here. Exhale, release. Gently coming back over to one side so we can roll all the way back up. Checking in on our babies. Hello, buddy. Hello. And we're just gonna do one more stretch here, coming into our butterfly pose. So feet together, knees nice and wide apart. You can stay here just with the knees coming out to the side, or you can inhale to reach up through the crown of the head and then exhale, hinge from the hips, folding into it a little bit deeper, being mindful not to overstretch here. If it feels good, you can take it side to side, take the hands wherever is comfortable. Say hi to your baby. Hey, bud. Really loving the loud toy, of course. And that's why we practice yoga. We have to find our calm amongst the chaos, especially in motherhood. And then gently coming out of it. Beautiful. And we're just gonna take one last pose to close out our practice. And I'll give you the option for what's gonna work with you and your baby here. I'm gonna finish the same way we started in a comfortable seated position. I'll bring Ivor onto my lap if he's happy with that. And just do a couple breaths with him close to me just to end this practice in a calming way for both of us. If that doesn't work for you and your baby, you're welcome to lie down on your side, playing with your baby. If you want to lie down and breastfeed, if that's comforting for you and your baby, that's perfect. Some people prefer to stand up with their baby and either sway or just sort of pace around with them, and that helps them be calm. So just taking a moment to see what's going to work for you. Letting yourself get into that position. And we'll just take a few breaths all together. Yeah, let's get rid of the loud toy. Yes, we don't need that. We don't need that. So he likes to be bounced a little bit. And let's just close the eyes down if you can. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. 2 more breaths, just like that. Big inhale. Exhale, soften and release. And 1 more. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me and Ivor. A little bit noisier than my other classes, but that is life with a baby, trying to practice yoga with a baby. So I hope it was beneficial for you and your baby, knowing that you can come back to this class anytime you like, with or without your baby. If you would like to receive more pre and postnatal yoga and mindfulness content, please subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment to let me know what you thought of this class and what your baby thought of this class if they enjoyed practicing with you. I'd love to hear. I'll see you next time.